Hello everyone, I am Rajkumar Yadav, PGT Economics from St. Paul Senior Secondary School, Gita. Students, today I will teach you about the solution of central problems of an economy with the help of PPC. Students, before this video, I already taught you about the types of problems of an economy, central problems of an economy, and economic problems also. And then I told you about the PPC, production possibility curve. So today in this video I will tell you about the central problems and their solutions with the help of PPC. Students, as we know, there are mainly three central problems of an economy. These are the what to produce in what quantity. Second one is how to produce, and the third one is for whom to produce. Students, the problem of these three central problems of an economy can be solved with the help of PPC. Now let's come. Here is your today's video. So here students, first I am taking about the solution of what to produce in what quantity. Students, as we know that due to the scarcity of resources, an economy has decided to allocate its resources towards the chosen goods, as all goods cannot be produced. We know that the resources are limited in nature for an economy, and there are several goods which have been produced by the economy, and it is not possible to produce all the goods at the same time with available resources. So the economy has to choose any goods which is highly in demand in economy. So considering the other factors like demand, cost, profit, or the technology, etc., the economy decides on selection of goods. Which type of goods has been should be produced? This decision is depend on the demand of the good and the cost of the good, even the profit margin for the producers, and the technology. So these factors decide the type of good to be produced. So here, as an example, that in our economy there are two goods has been produced, are going to produce, that are the wheat and the cloth. So the different options of choosing the quantities of these two goods are shown with the help of this schedule. So possibility of the production is A, B, C, D, E. In this example there are 5 possibilities, and when all resources have been engaged for the good white, that is the cloth, then the unit of wheat is produced 0 and the cloth is produced to the 10. Similarly, along with the increase in the production of good X, the production of Y has been reduced, or we can say has been sacrificed. So there are three combinations, and when we represent this schedule graphically, we will get this diagram of PPC. In this diagram, what we observe? We observe that at point A, 0 unit of X and 10 units of Y are produced, and similarly at point B, point C and point D. Combination. These are the combination on PPC AE. PPC is AE. On PPC AE, these combinations are possible, which can be produced by the producers. So students, the problem of what and how much to produce is the problem of choosing between these available possibilities or the production combinations between A and E. These are the A, B, C, D or the E. So suppose that we are taking the example for the point B. Point B, students, gives the contribution of 1 unit of wheat and 9 unit of clothes. And when we shift to C from B to C, here on C we will get the 2 units of wheat and 7 units of clothes. Here 2 units of wheat and 7 units of clothes. So students, on shifting from B to C, the units of wheat will increase from 1 to 2 and the units of cloth will decrease from 9 to 7. So why this situation takes place? Because resources are withdrawn from production of cloth, commodity Y, to more production of commodity X, that is the wheat. So with the help of PPC, when we choose any combination lie on PPC AE, that combination will help us to decide what to produce and how to produce. Suppose that at point D, here we are producing what? We are producing wheat as well as cloth. And how much? At point D, 3 units of wheat and 4 units of cloth. Both the quantities will be produced. So in this way, the problem of what to produce and in what quantity can be solved. Now students, next one is how to produce. How to produce? Students, the problem rises to choice of technology of production. As I told you, there are 2 kinds of technology of production, whether the labor intensive technique of production or the capital intensive technique. So that efficient use of resources can be made. The type of technology which the producer will be used while producing the commodity will decide the efficient use of available resources. So students, with the help of PPC, we can solve the problem of how to produce. Here, all the points on PPC AE. The PPC is AE. So all the points B, C, D or E or A represents fuller utilization of resources. Fuller utilization of resources implying use of efficient technology of production. Means if you are producing, you means the producer is producing any combination lie on AE, then it represents the fuller utilization of resources and the optimum utilization of available technology. Students, for example, that the point D or the C, here the 2 units of wheat and 7 units of cloth are producing. So students, this combination represents the efficient use of technique of production. So students, the efficient technique of production is responsible to produce the goods and to use the available resources fully. And suppose that point B, C, D, all these points are symbolizing the fuller utilization of resources. Whereas suppose that there is another point, that is the F. F, what does it show? It shows that the producer is producing 4 units of cloth and 1 unit of wheat. But this point does not lie on PPCAE. So this point shows the underutilization of resources and underutilization of available technology. So if we are producing these combination on PPC, that means we are utilizing the resources fully and the technology is efficient. Now students, next one is for whom to produce. Okay. Now this problem, students, this problem relates to the distribution of production or the income between or among various factors of production. Economic students, the economy is producing various combinations. These combinations may be various combinations of wheat and cloth. Goods and services produced along AE, PPC, AE, and these goods which has been produced along AE would be distributed among the consumers, and national income generated through production would be distributed among the factor of production. Whatever the income has been generated with the help of production on AE, that income or the national income would be distributed as per the required ratio among various factors of production like land, labor, capital and entrepreneur. So students, this was the solution of central problems of an economy, and I hope you get well about the central problems of economy as well the solution for the central problems of an economy. Now students, here are some other problems which also has been solved, should be solved, sorry. So now solution of other problems like fuller utilization or the growth of resources I am discussing here. So now students, first I am taking the other problem, that is the fuller utilization of resources, the solution for the problem fuller utilization of resources. Students, when goods are produced corresponding to, wait a second, is video running or not? Yeah, running. So students, when goods are produced corresponding to the points on PPC A, it indicates the fuller utilization of available resources. It means the resources which are available in our economy are being utilized fully without no wastage. Students, for example, between the points A, B, C, D, all these points are produced corresponding to any point within the PPC AE. For example, there is other point F. This point F refers to the underutilization of resources. So on any point on PPC, the economy is able to produce more than the compared to when it is on point F. This is point F. Means this point F represents the underutilization of resources. So if we have to fuller utilize the available resources, then we have to produce any combination lie on PPC. Now, the growth of resources. Students, growth of resources is possible only when economy we can say generates more resources. Growth of resources means an economy has several resources in its territory, but when the resources are developed for further production, more resources are generated with the help of technological advancement or increase in supply of resources. There are two ways to make the proper growth of the resources is advancement in technology or the advancement or the increase in supply of resources. So these extra resources will raise the level of total production or the capacity of the total production of economy will be increased. So with more production, the PPC AE will shift to its right. New PPC will show the growth of resources, that the A dash and E dash. So students, here it was the solution of other problems of an economy. Now I am going to tell you about the attainable and unattainable combinations on PPC. Students, attainable and unattainable. Here students, attain means to achieve, or to feast means attainable, or attainable here the synonym for attainable is achievable or non-achievable, feasible or unfeasible. So students, first I will tell something about the attainable combination of production. Students, attainable combination of productions are those combinations which can be produced with the help of given resources and available technology. So on PPC, attainable points can be lie on PPC or inside the PPC. No doubt, inside the PPC, the production possibilities shows the underutilization, but they can be attained with the help of available resources and technology. But same, the points on PPC are also attainable and feasible combination of production, because these combination can also be attained or achieved. So now students, the unattainable combination of production. Unattainable combination of production, students, are those combination of production which cannot be attained or which cannot be achieved or which cannot be feasible with the help of available resources or the technologies. So the points which lies like the G, H, these points which lie beyond the limit of PPC are unattainable combination of production, because this production cannot be achieved with the available resources. If we want to achieve these combinations out of the PPC AE, then we have to growth, we have to make a proper growth of our resources, and we have to improve our technology. Then only can these unattainable combinations can be achieved. So students, this was the portion of the topic about the attainable and unattainable combination of production. Now students, here I am going to tell you about the branches of economics. Students, furtherly the economics can be divided in two branches, main branches. These are the microeconomics or the macroeconomics. Students, microeconomics, which is the combination of two terms, micro. The term micro, students, is derived from the Greek word that the micros, M-I-K-R-O-S, micros. The term micros means the small, small at the single unit, at the level of single unit. So students, microeconomics is that part of economics theory which deals with the individual units of an economy. For example, an industry, a firm, or the household. When we talk about the economic theory which deals with the single unit like an industry like the sugar industry or the film industry. Industry is the combination of the various production units of homogeneous products. So car industry, automobile industry like, and a firm or a factory or a household are the good example of microeconomics. So students, when about the macroeconomics, here macro is the term which is derived from the Greek word that the M-A-K-R-O-S, macros. Macros, so the term macro is derived from the Greek word macros, which means large. So students, when economics is the macroeconomics is that part of the economics which deals with the aggregate units of the economy. Aggregate means the whole. For example, all firms simultaneously, or the each and every industry get together and they make the full study of the all industry at a time, or the all production units, aggregate demand or the aggregate supply. These will be the variable of the macroeconomics. So students, this was about the microeconomics or the macroeconomics. Now I am going to tell you about the economic analysis. Yes, students, there are two types of economic analysis. First one is positive or the positive statement or the positive. First one is positive science or the positive statement, or the positive economic analysis. This is the first. Students, a positive science mostly deals with the things as they are. So these positive statements or the positive economic analysis can be statistically verified. Statistically verified means scientifically can be verified, as they are based upon facts. Why positive thoughts or the positive statements can be statistically verified? Because they are based on facts, based on upon various facts. So positive statements, students, are not suggestive in nature, and these statements deals with realistic situation, what is in real. So for example, if we say that there is poverty in India, yes, it is true. So this type of statement would be the a type of positive statement or positive sense. Whereas if I am saying that $1 can be exchanged for rupees 45, no, it is not true. How a $1 can be exchanged with rupees 40 when the rate of exchange is different from the rupees 40? So the statement which are true in nature means which are true with their facts. These statements are called the positive statements. Now students, about the second one is normative. Number 2 is normative science or normative statement. statement or normative economic. Analysis. Students, in normative statements, the statements tells us about what ought to be, what should be, means the solution can be tell in normative statements or the normative sense. So these normative statements, students, tell how economic problem should be solved, and these normative statements deals with the idealistic situations. These statements can be statistically verified, and these are suggestive in nature. A suggestion may be the type of normative statement. So students, so these statements state whether different mechanism to solve various economic problems are desirable or not. So students, here it is the end of the chapter today. I have completed here with these topics. Students, if you have any query or the doubt or the problem regarding this chapter, you may ask through the app or directly ask to me. Students, in my next video, I will start the next chapter of the same book. So till then, take care, stay safe, stay happy with your parents at home. Jai Mata Ki.